This video will show you how to bleed the brakes on a Toyota Matrix. Make sure you have some clean .3 brake fluid and some parts cleaner. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Locate your master cylinder along the driver's side of your engine compartment. We're going to clean along the top of the master cylinder close to where our cap is. Make sure there's no miscellaneous debris here. Take hold of that cap, we're going to lift it up and away. Just a quick inspection, make sure there's no damage. Continuing on, we need to remove fluid from inside of the master cylinder reservoir. Now when I do this, I only like to remove the fluid from inside the plastic portion of the master cylinder. There is a small drain plug at the bottom of the master cylinder, which is where we're going to start the draining process. I'm using a 10mm for my drain plug along the bottom here. We have our collection receptacle and of course hand and eye protection. Now during this draining process, we need to remove as much fluid as we can from the plastic portion of the reservoir. But we need to make sure that we do not get any air in the other portion of the master cylinder. So I'm just going to install my drain plug now before I get to the point that I've gone too far. Otherwise, you're going to have to bench bleed your master cylinder. We'll make sure our drain plug's nice and tight. Just a light squeeze on that drain plug gasket. Okay, right there's bottomed out. Just taking it a tiny bit further here. We do not want to cause any damage. Let's go ahead and clean up our mess in this area. We're going to top off our master cylinder. A quick note about doing this job, if you get brake fluid on any painted surface, it is corrosive. You want to make sure you rinse it off with some clean water. We have our clean .3 brake fluid. Let's top this off. All right, so we're at our maximum line now. Let's go ahead and install our master cylinder cover here. Now that we have the master cylinder topped off, we're going to start bleeding our brakes. We have to remove each and every one of our wheels. We're going to start at the passenger side rear wheel. Once you've bled that wheel, you're going to go to the driver's side front. After you've completed that, stop up at the master cylinder and make sure you top it off up to the maximum line again. After you've completed that, you're going to the driver's side rear, and then you're ending at the passenger side front. Once you've completed bleeding all of the brakes, you need to make sure you top off that master cylinder the last time. We're at the passenger side rear. We're going to start our bleeding process. If you have a bleeder screw cover, just go ahead and remove that now. We're going to be using a 10mm for our bleeder screw. Now I have a second person inside of the vehicle, and they're going to help me bleed the brakes. The person inside of the vehicle is going to pump up the brake pedal approximately 3 to 5 times and hold it. While they're holding it, I'm going to open up my bleeder screw. We're watching to see a steady trickle of clean fluid making its way out with no air. I got my tool on here. Got my hose. Go ahead and pump, please. Go ahead and pump. Go ahead and pump. Now as you can tell, we did this several times and I had only clean fluid making its way out, definitely no air bubbles. I'm sure that I've removed all the air from in my braking system on this side of the vehicle. Now as I mentioned before, we need to go to the driver's side front. We're going to repeat the bleeding process. After that, we have to make our way to that master cylinder. Let's go ahead and clean up our mess in this area real quick, reinstall our bleeder screw cover. We want to make sure this is clean so we can double check for brake fluid leaks when we're done this process. Now we're at the driver's side front. I've got my 8mm for my bleeder screw. Let's go ahead and repeat the process here. Go ahead and pump, please. Go ahead and pump. Go ahead and pump. Perfect. You can release, thank you. Now, as you saw, clean brake fluid making its way out. Definitely no air bubbles. We'll clean our mess. We're making our way to that master cylinder to top it off. This bleeder screw did not have a bleeder screw cover, so I won't be installing one here. We'll open our master cylinder cap here, top it off with our clean .3 brake fluid. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the sequence continuing on from here will next be we're moving to the driver's side rear. After you've bled that wheel cylinder along the backside, you're going to the passenger side front. Go ahead and bleed that caliper as well. After that, you need to make sure you top off the master cylinder one more time. I'm going to do that next, and we'll continue with that master cylinder. I finished bleeding those brakes, so now I'm back at the master cylinder. As you can tell, my fluid is a little low here. You know what to do. Clean .3 brake fluid. Let's top it off. We have our maximum line. The level looks perfect here. Reinstall the cap. Make sure it's properly secured so no moisture or debris make its way inside your braking system. We're just going to clean any mess from this area. Okay, friend, we finished bleeding our brakes and we fully topped off the master cylinder. Just double check to make sure you've cleaned any mess. You're going to torque each one of the wheel lug nuts to 76 foot-pounds. After that, just pump up the brake pedal. You want to confirm it's still firm and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.